Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the Poinsettia Christmas Parade in downtown Greenville. I'm Carol Clark.
And I'm Nigel Robertson, and the parade is finally here. We're finally able to celebrate and see all the lights, hear all the bands. It's going to be such a great time. Now,
we didn't think this would happen
we
today.
didn't.
When you woke up this morning, you saw all the fog, you saw all the rain. I was driving up to Hendersonville. It was so foggy, it looked like a whiteout.
Yeah.
I thought, are we going to have the parade today? But look, a miracle.
It is a Christmas miracle. The rain has stopped, and actually, dare I say, the wet roads and the light reflecting off of it, I mean, it's pretty magical.
It looks pretty festive. It really does. We just saw a police car and a fire truck go by.
Yep.
That is actually the beginning of the parade, although I believe they are still pretty far down Main Street right now. So we have a couple of little extras for you before the parade actually gets by where we are here in front of M. Judson Bookstore in downtown Greenville.
The Poinsettia Christmas Parade has signaled the start of the Christmas season in Greenville for more than 75 years.
Gabrielle Komorowski takes a look back at the history of this parade and explains that there are some specific things that people have to do to be in the parade.
In a room on the campus of Furman University, Christmas music is played.
So we're playing an arrangement of We Need a Little Christmas.
And the Paladin Regiment practices. They'll be performing this song a lot.
Probably about at least 15 to 20 times.
As the group of about 100 people marches up Main Street. Every year, the Paladin Regiment has a special job in the Poinsettia Christmas Parade.
We love getting to lead the parade. We love getting to be right behind the mayor and to kind of set the tone and the spirit and the pace of the entire parade.
It's a tradition.
Furman does a good job. They take a short breather and they go right into it. They do it right every year.
Greenville Mayor Knox White says the parade has always been one of his favorite annual events.
Look at that. You you can see.
We showed him this interview with WYFF News 4 from the early 2000s.
Well, I think all year round downtown Greenville is a special place to be, but never more so during Christmas and during Christmas parade. And I think we put on a good one here.
Well, it's cold. We've had parades in the rain. We've had parades that have been extremely cold. We've had parades where it's been warm.
The parade has been a tradition in the city of Greenville for decades, and the WYFF News 4 family has been proud to be a part of it. Here's our team in the parade in the early 90s.
Oh, it's going great. A great morning. Merry Christmas, everybody.
The parade was once in the daytime. This photo from 1960 shows crews from WFBC, which would later become WYFF4, filming the parade. The Myers-Arnold store had this float in the parade that year. At the time, Main Street had 4 lanes of traffic. Here's a look at the parade floats from Pet Dairy and the Humane Society in 1963. This photo from 1962 from above shows the old Woolworth store downtown and the people lined up outside of it. You can see the Woolworth store with the Daniel Building behind it in this picture from 1970, showing the Greenville County Library System's Caterpillar float. But as department stores closed and downtown Greenville became more abandoned, Mayor White says the parade suffered.
The lowest point, and I'm not making this up, was when sometime in the 1980s, Santa Claus came to town, led by not reindeers, but a team of lobsters. And I'm not making this up. I don't even recall why, but it caught a lot of people's attention. You know, this Christmas parade is not what it used to be.
The city of Greenville took over management of the parade in the early 2000s.
Downtown was beginning to show some signs of life, and we wanted a Christmas parade in our city to be equal in quality to Fall for Greenville.
The city set some new parade rules. More floats, and they must have a Christmas theme. More bands, and they must play Christmas music. And now the parade happens at night.
Under the lights in downtown Greenville, you just can't get more magical and better than that.
City officials tell us this year's parade includes over 90 floats, walking and dance groups, and marching bands. The businesses on Main Street have changed. What hasn't changed in all those years is this.
The reactions on kids' faces.
Seeing all the kids running around, chasing the bubbles and doing sort of things like that.
It really does put you in the Christmas spirit.
The smiles, the waving, the joy for the people watching and the people marching.
you see all the kids, they're all just, you know, waving, and sometimes we get to give them high fives, so that's really fun.
As our community comes together with our neighbors for this holiday tradition. Gabrielle Komorowski, WYFF News 4.
You know, it really, really is magical under the lights, isn't it?
It really, truly is.
The Poinsettia Christmas Parade is named after Joel Poinsett, who was a South Carolina lawmaker in the 1800s. He spent his summers in Greenville. Poinsett served as a minister to Mexico.
Yeah, and that's where he brought back this bright red plant to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Now, the plant is known as the famous Christmas flower. The poinsettia, named for Mr. Poinsett. Each year, a person dressed up as Joel Poinsett in an authentic 19th century costume leads the Poinsettia Christmas Parade.
We will see him in just a few moments as this year's Christmas Parade makes its way up Main Street. We just got word that it has started.
Yep.
Our Jane Robelo is on the streets talking to parade goers.
Jane, how is it out there?
Oh, Carol and Nigel, I'm just so happy to see so many people were out here early, despite the rain and the change of the date, and especially the Merry Dudes. The Merry Dudes have been coming for 6 years, kind of before some of these Merry Dudes were even born. Tell me your name.
Megan.
Megan, where are y'all from?
We're from Greenville.
And about how many families?
6.
6 families. Tell me about this tradition of coming to the Greenville Christmas Parade.
This, I think, is our 6th year coming, and we all come and bring our light ups and dress alike and have a great time.
This is just so much fun. Were you born when these other Merry Dudes started coming? No. But you were. What's your name?
Reese.
Reese, what's your earliest memory of being a Merry Dude?
When I was about like 3 years old.
Was it fun? What makes the Poinsettia Christmas Parade so special, Reed?
It's because you can see your family and have fun.
And one of the Merry Dudes in the back said, "It's the donuts." Now, who is going to be coming? I can hear bands on the way. Who are you most excited about seeing?
Santa.
Santa. Who's coming?
Santa.
Okay, come right out here. I want to make sure everybody gets to see you. So when Santa Claus comes, look right there in the camera because you're too cute. When Santa Claus comes, what are you going to say to Santa?
A bicycle. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Okay, what do all you Merry Dudes have to say to all of our viewers?
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas from the Merry Dudes. How long did y'all get out? When did y'all get out?
4:30.
They've been out here since 4:30. And that's a lot of donuts ago. And McDonald's. We can hear the floats are getting a little closer, Carol and Nigel.
All right, Jane. Thanks for introducing us to the Merry Dudes. I hope they have a very merry, merry Christmas. They've been out here since after 4. I think it was still misting then.
Yeah.
I think the rain cleared out about 5:15. I know it was touch and go for most of the day.
It was, and sitting at home as the rain was coming down, I was wondering, what was going to happen. But so many people look forward to, ringing in the holiday season, getting ready to celebrate Christmas with the start of this parade. It is such an exciting time.
We're looking around the people that are near us, and a lot of folks have brought their kids out.
Yeah.
There are probably more children here than adults, and it is 5, 6, 7 people deep on the sidewalks. It is as if it never rained today.
Yeah, exactly. All the kids are here because they've got their list, and they want to get it to Santa if they can in person.
Yep. Well, we see a lot of the parade is now heading towards us. I'm going to look over my shoulder and see if I can see it yet. No, I believe they are down near the Peace Center. And
we are located right by City Hall. So if you know the big Christmas tree that is up in downtown Greenville, that is pretty much our location. So the parade is going to come up this way and then head down towards the Hyatt.
Yeah, it is a wonderful time of the year. The Salvation Army here walking in the parade. The parade is being led this year by some representatives from the Greenville Drive. They are sort of the honorary chair people, I guess, of this event this year. We've got the Grand Marshal, General Manager Eric Jurenko, Coach Bob Kipper, and former drive infielder Joe Davis. They are heading towards us as we speak. And, of course, Mayor Knox White, too. And we hope to get Mayor Knox White to join us on stage a little while later to talk about all the planning that went into this year's parade.
Knowing the mayor, I have a feeling he will be here, and he loves
the parade.
This event. And loves the parade. So I'm sure he will come here and talk to us about the excitement, just about how much is going on in the city, and just we're ringing in the season, and it's so awesome to see, and so awesome to see the amount of people who turned out. I stopped to talk to a number of people on the street, and they're just excited to be here. As you mentioned, kids playing football in the street, waiting for the parades to start.
Yeah. And, you know, I was wondering why so many people came down here, but you can see it on the kids' faces. They really wanted to be here. They knew Santa Claus was going to be bringing up the rear of this parade, and you can see it on their faces. They are just so excited for this event this year.
Our roving reporter, Jane Robelo, is out amongst the crowd. Jane, who have you found now?
Hey, next to Santa Claus, this is the most special car in the parade. Mayor Knox White and his gorgeous wife, Marcia. First, we've got to see Marcia's gloves. That's fantastic. Mr. Mayor.
Perfect.
We had to delay it for a week. It was raining this morning, but nothing stopping the Poinsettia Christmas Parade.
Absolutely. There's no rain. Anybody who missed it really missed out. No rain for the next 2 hours, I believe it's going to be. So we're in good shape.
We saw a wonderful story at the beginning, kind of the history of this parade. What makes Greenville's Poinsettia Christmas Parade so special?
I think because we're back to the things that make a Christmas parade, what it should be. A lot of floats, a lot of music, all the bands, all the things you want to see, we have them in this parade.
And important to you that it happens at night. Why?
It just adds, with the lights in the trees, the lights everywhere, it just really adds to the specialness of this event.
Okay, now I have to ask you, where did your wife Marcia get those awesome gloves?
She's stealing the show, I'm afraid, yeah.
She's stealing the show. Merry Christmas, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for a wonderful parade.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Mayor Knox White and Marcia White, I know it was pretty tense in the city today, kind of wondering, do we or don't we? I know that they were talking to meteorologist Chris Justice off and on throughout the day. The parade is going on. People were out early. And here we go. Hey, you are so festive. Look at this. Let me tell you what, that's Mr. Christmas right there, Carol and Nigel.
Oh, thank you, Jane.
Exactly, and those gloves arrived, so we had to have the parade.
Exactly.
Those are very cool. I need some of those.
I'm sure she'll get a lot of use out of them this Christmas season. We can hear the parade from where we are on Main Street, and I saw blue lights down the hill just a few moments ago, so they are nearly up to our level with the beginning of the Christmas parade.
It is just a block away pretty much right now, so the parade is about to enter our area, pretty much the heart of downtown Greenville.
Yep, that was the Shriners float that you just saw pass by. I'm hearing bagpipes, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, the mayor brought up something that I have always thought. Downtown Greenville always looks really festive because of those lights and the trees. And I'd love to know the history of that. I mean, did they put it up for Christmas one year and just decide to keep them?
Yeah, we're going to have to ask the mayor when he gets here, definitely.
There's a question for the ages.
But you were so right. It is magical in downtown Greenville all the time. And you can see, look at that. Joel Poinsett, looking for the person who is, there he is right there.
Yep. He's wearing his uniform, so to speak.
He's looking good for being over
1779. That's quite a few years ago. 1779 to 1851.
He can't be eating all those Christmas cookies and looking that good.
Yeah, well, he is walking a lot, apparently. So
that's true.
That does contribute to it. But once again, of course, he was Minister to Mexico, saw that beautiful exotic flower in Mexico and brought it back to South Carolina and introduced the poinsettia to the rest of the United States as well.
That's right.
Here he comes. He is about half a block behind us, waving to the crowd.
You know, Carol, the temperature out here, too, it is a nice, comfortable temperature. And normally it's so cold in December. Do you know why?
Because it's winter?
No, because it's winter. That was a joke.
Joel Poinsett passing behind us right now in his full dress suit, I guess you would call it, or would
Yeah.
have called it back then, waving to the crowd. Look at the number of people who turned out for
Yeah.
this. I am still boggled by this because with the rain that fell today, fell up until after 4 o'clock this afternoon, didn't really expect this kind of crowd.
It tells me when the Christmas spirit has arrived,
Yeah.
the Christmas spirit has arrived.
All right, here we go. The Greenville Drive. Eric Jurenko, Bob Kipper, and Joe Davis. They are
And
at the front of the parade.
the Greenville
Grand
Drive
Marshals.
has had an amazing season, ending with winning the South Atlantic League. And, you know,
Yes.
the Greenville Drive, it's become, yes, it's baseball, yes, it's fun, but the stadium where it is and such a family-friendly atmosphere to be able to go out there and just
Yeah.
enjoy downtown Greenville.
It's a
sport.
centerpiece of the West End.
It truly,
It really
truly is.
All right, I think Mr. Mayor is next.
There he is.
I can see his wife's gloves from here. She's
can.
got to be at least half a block away.
Those gloves are amazing. How great to see.
Yeah.
And he is in a convertible provided by Foothills Mustang Club.
He just won re-election. He's been mayor since 1995. Brought a lot of change to Greenville and got us on a lot of top 10 lists, some people would say.
Yeah, Greenville has made so many top 10 lists for hospitality, for
Love the
culinary,
gloves,
pretty much
love the
everything.
gloves.
Hello, Mayor.
All right, you can hear them, the Paladin Regiment Marching Band from Furman University. There are more than 100 performers, including musicians, dancers, and color guard. Let's just listen for a minute.
Yeah. You know, Furman has had such an amazing year. Last night, the football team,
Yeah.
they lost to Montana, but making it that far for the FCS quarterfinals, it was amazing. And then basketball, making it to March Madness. The attention on Furman this year has been amazing.
Yep, Furman Marching Band playing We Need a Little Christmas, and I think we certainly have more than that right now.
Definitely. I hear Jane Robelo is in the crowd with another special guest. Hey, Jane.
Nigel and Carol, I'm with Daphne Thompson, who just moved to Greenville 10 months ago. She and her sister, who came up from Atlanta, aren't they lovely, have been sitting here since 4:30 to make sure that they had a good spot. And I'm so excited. Hey, welcome to Greenville. We're so happy that you're a new resident. You can talk your sister into moving up with you. But you wanted to make sure to make this parade. Why?
I absolutely did. It's my very first one, so I'm super excited.
Had you heard great things about the Poinsettia Parade?
I've heard tons of great things. I heard that there's a mass crowd. They normally start lining up at about 3 o'clock. I think the weather may have held some people back this year, but I heard it was wonderful and I couldn't wait to be here.
How wonderful. And what do you think so far, Daphne?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's beautiful, and it being at night with all the lights makes it even more nice.
It does. And we talked to some kids a minute ago. They're so excited about Santa Claus, but are you with me? I am too.
I am too. I'm waiting. I can't wait to say hi, but I must say, my man passed by a few minutes ago, the Grinch. I'm waiting for Santa, but I was looking for the Grinch.
Okay, I love it. So we have Grinch fans in the crowd too.
Yeah,
Daphne,
I
Merry
love Santa.
Christmas.
Thank you, Merry Christmas.
And there we have the Highlanders.
Wonderful, Jane. And you can see the Grinch right there. He's just went by us as well. And, you know, the Grinch was trying to bring the rain and trying to kind of mess up this Christmas,
Yeah.
but ain't going to happen.
Not going to happen, not at all. He does have some snow coming out of the back of his sled, but that's all right.
Yeah,
The kids love it.
In two trolleys that just went by were some members of City Council and some members of the state legislature as well.
And right now you're seeing the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, 25 people representing Bright Beginnings, including staff and club members, Little Princess pageant winners, and a couple of mascots as well.
I know for these kids to be able to walk in the parade is an exciting thing. I know my children have done it the past couple of years, and it's just so much fun to be part of it from that side of it.
Exactly.
As well.
You are listening now. We can hear them anyway. The J.L. Mann High School cheerleaders, marching Patriots band, and Junior ROTC, a 65 band members and more than 60 Junior ROTC members.
Yes.
I love that they lit up the tubas, the drums.
Yeah.
They're all lit up with Christmas lights.
Everything.
Even the trombones.
The energy is so great. There is the I Trust Wellness Group right there coming through the parade, and the amount of creativity that goes into putting the floats together, getting power to the floats. It's just so cool.
I believe most of the floats have a music component to them.
Yeah.
So that was another concern with the weather as well, is that you've got, electrical systems on these floats, and you want to make sure that they're going to work in all kinds of weather. And it really is nice that the rain ended when it did and allowed for this to happen.
And so many businesses, they start thinking about what their theme is going to be, what their Christmas theme is going to be, and then putting it together and getting their staff to come out with the kids. It becomes a family affair for the businesses that take part as well.
It really does.
And there's the Shriners Children's float that is going by now. The theme is Upstate's Tastiest Gingerbread House.
Oh, this is a full float that is coming up behind us right now. Topper's Christmas Tale. This is actually a book that is written by a Greenville woman, local author Bonnie Walls. It's one in a series about her dog Topper and his Christmas adventures. Bonnie and Topper are riding on the sleigh with a lot of other people, so I don't know if you could actually see them. But it's Books by Bonnie is the float.
Yeah. And I believe we saw the I Trust vehicle and float earlier, and here it is coming behind us now.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, believe in yourself. So true. The Wellness Express, mental health and taking care of yourself, physically, spiritually, and mentally, is such a topic of conversation these days.
It is.
And for so many people that I've spoken to, they say that's such a good thing, because for so long, talking about mental health was not something people did.
And it's a great month to have that conversation, because it's a happy time of the year, but can it also be so sad for some people?
Yeah.
Maybe thinking of Christmases past, maybe they're
Loved ones
alone
who
this
are
year.
gone.
So it is great that the conversation is out there in the open. It really is.
Yeah.
Shriners Children's Greenville float is up next, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. What a nice float.
And
the theme is Upstate's Tastiest Gingerbread House.
Yeah, and the staff is walking with patients, and their families are on the float. Shriners Children's Greenville opened in 1927 and treats 85 different conditions and caring for children from 38 states in 33 countries.
The work they do is absolutely unbelievable, and it means so much to families to be able to come here and get care and not have to worry about a bill.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's amazing what they are able to do and the lives they were able to save and the hope they are able to bring to so many families. All right.
We have a slight lull in the parade right now, but coming up next, I hear the pipes.
I hear the
yes. And the drums. Greenville Pipes and Drums Band, the city of Greenville. The theme is a Highlands Christmas. Members in kilts and holiday hats, traditional Christmas and Scottish songs.
Carol, what's the difference between the Christmas alphabet and the regular alphabet?
Are you going to tell dad jokes during this parade?
The Christmas alphabet has no L. Get it? No. L. Oh, that's such a good one.
Yeah, that's a goodie.
I've got a whole page full.
I can see that. Good King Wenceslas. Actually, it's a medley of traditional Christmas carols from the City of Greenville Pipes and Drums Band.
And, you know, that's such a unique sound.
It really is.
All right, I hear our Jane Rebelo is out along the parade route. Jane, who have you found?
Nigel and Carol, I'm with 3 generations right here. This is Kathy McKay and her husband Jim, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. And I said, oh, where y'all from? And Kathy said, Atlanta. I said, what time did you get here? And you said,
we got out here about 5:30 to get our spot.
Just enough time for the rain, though. Yeah. But here's the most surprising part. Where are y'all from?
We're from Atlanta, Georgia.
And you came to Greenville for our Poinsettia Parade.
We do. We come every year. We bring the grandkids. We bring my husband. It's always around his birthday time. And just a great way to celebrate the holidays.
This is so sweet. Now, I want to talk to your daughter for a second because you kind of started this whole thing. Congratulations. Y'all have been coming every year because you went to Furman University, so that's the connection to Greenville, right?
Yes. So we went to Furman now 14 years ago, and so we enjoy coming back to Greenville every year.
Why is it so important to you for your 3 children to be here with your mom and dad for this parade?
It's been a lot of fun, and every year his favorite thing is actually seeing the fire truck come first.
How sweet. And then Santa Claus this year. That'll be your first year for Santa Claus, won't it?
Yes, tomorrow we're actually doing the Santa Claus brunch, so we're excited.
Oh, how wonderful. So nice to have you all with us in Greenville, South Carolina. So see y'all, people come from all over the place, 3 generations from Atlanta, Georgia, to enjoy this exceptional Poinsettia Christmas parade.
Yeah, I love seeing the fire truck as well, Jane. Thank you very much. You could hear and see the parade is coming up behind us. Behind us right now, Wade Hampton High School. The Generals. Let you listen in.
They're all wearing Christmas sweaters, 30 cheerleaders, and the theme is Have a Cheerful Christmas, and 50 marching band members.
What a good beat. Next up, we've got Greenville Technical College.
And the theme is Bridging Joy this holiday season. This is designed and built by Greenville Tech welding students. And the bridge is similar to the Liberty Bridge. It's the focal point of the float, decorated for Christmas. Just beautiful. Good job to the welders at Greenville Tech.
And just in case you're a little thirsty, behind...
They should be tossing water bottles, shouldn't they?
They really should. Greenville Water is next up. Look, the blue shirts.
Yep.
The
snowflakes.
The theme is Greenville Water's Holiday Splash, and employees and their families are walking and enjoying a snow machine to make a winter wonderland.
I believe that's the snow machine coming up behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's a nice addition to the parade this year, don't you think?
Yeah.
We've seen 2 or 3 different snow machines.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It's very cool, very cool. You know, Greenville Water has won award after award for just how clean and good and pure it is.
Yes. When I came here in 1985, Greenville Water was one of the best rated waters in the entire country.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep, we're getting a few snowflakes from their snow machine. Appreciate that. St. Giles Presbyterian Church is coming up next, and their theme is, of course, the Christmas Nativity. And they have a beautiful nativity scene, a stable and star, children in animal costumes and adult shepherds. St. Giles Presbyterian Church. And there are still snowflakes flying.
There are still snowflakes flying, definitely. Hey, Carol, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Noah.
Noah who?
Know a good Christmas joke?
No, but you do.
I do.
You've got a ton of them.
Up next, Heather's Dance Academy.
You know, the dancers were the people I was a little bit worried about if the weather was going to be bad, because a lot of these young girls, you know, they're coming out, they're dancing, they're doing intricate steps. It's slippery, it's wet, but once again, the weather cooperated with us.
Look at that.
And it looks like they're wearing good shoes.
Yes, yes.
So that helps as well. Once again, Heather's Dance Academy. They're dancing to music from the Trans-Siberian Christmas album, performed TSO's A Russian Christmas from Nutcracker. It's a jazz routine. And they plan to sprinkle some snow, too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this is the TSO's version of Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker.
You know, I went up to a family and I asked if they were excited for the parade, and they said, actually, we're going to the Nutcracker at the Peace Center tonight. I didn't even know that was happening.
It is a busy night in
is,
downtown Greenville.
It is. So people are coming downtown for food and to hang out, to see the parade, to go to shows. There's just so much activity happening right now in downtown Greenville.
And these girls could have just danced right off the stage for all we know.
Merry Christmas. How great
Nice
is
round
that?
of applause from the crowd. Community Tap is up next, and they have brought some four-legged friends with them. Tappy Holidays from the Community Tap Dogs. Brutus, get it? Brutus.
Yeah, I get
okay.
it. Yes.
The beer trailer adorned in holiday best riding. Inside is the beer hero in his Santa attire.
Excellent. All right, Jane Robelo, who have you found now?
I am with the Vasquez family. They're from Greenville, but this is their first Greenville Poinsettia Christmas parade. And I have to confess to y'all, I did that thing, you know, that thing where you see a young person smile who's missing her two front teeth. And I had to say, Alexia, are you going to ask Santa Claus for your two front teeth? And she looked at me like I'm crazy. I explained it's a song. But what are you going to ask Santa Claus for, Alexia?
I'm going to ask everyone to have a Merry Christmas and no matter what.
Oh, I could eat you up. Is this so much fun? Are you enjoying the parade? Did you talk Mom and Dad into it, or did they talk you into it?
No, I haven't did anything.
No, you haven't seen anything. Whose idea was this?
My idea.
Mom. It's time to come to a parade. And so tell me about this, your big brother back here. Has he been naughty or has he been nice?
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, Christian, 16 years old. You made it. Little sister says you've been nice. What are you asking Santa Claus for?
I'm just asking him for, you know, a very, very Merry Christmas.
Oh, wonderful. Is it fun? Are you enjoying the parade so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. It's so great to see you all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas we've got first timers, we've got people coming from Atlanta year after year. This is just so joy filled, and I love it. The streets are packed, Carol and Nigel.
Yes, they are. And can you hear
a little
the
hip-hop
sounds filling Main Street right now?
This is the Aza Shriners Temple, number 140. Christmas holiday at peace. I think we mentioned before that almost all of the floats in this parade have music associated with them, which was a concern, of course, with the weather. But no problems tonight.
Yep. You know, what kind of music do elves like best?
What?
Rap music. Because they're wrapping presents.
You know, I should
for
know
Santa.
these, right?
yeah.
Oh, well.
Carol is our famous rapper at the station. You can make a Christmas gift look magical.
I enjoy doing it.
Yes.
I enjoy doing it.
It's amazing.
A Step Above Dance Academy. Frosty on Main. Dancers range from 9 to 18 years old. And they're doing an upbeat jazz routine to Michael Bublé's Frosty the Snowman.
So cool.
Yeah, step
Up next,
above.
the City of Greenville Public Works.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Another snow machine.
Yeah, that is very cool. You know, it's so many of the people in our Public Works Department are working night and day to keep the city alive. And
My son is one of them. He works.
really?
He works for Public Works.
that is excellent. So I love seeing them in the parade and celebrating what they do each and every day to keep us all healthy and keep the city as vibrant as it is. How did the Grinch make its way into the middle of the parade again? He was all the way up front. And there he is again.
He can get around. He really
Yes.
can. Up next is Southern Outback Structures, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. A pavilion is being pulled by a truck with live Christmas music on board. You can hear it now.
Oh, yeah.
The Southside High School and Berea High School marching bands. They're going to march as one block, so the Southside Orange and Berea Green mix into one group. I love it. Even the flutes are lit up.
Yeah. Joining us now, we have a very special guest, Mayor Knox White, Mayor of the City of Greenville. Look at that smile.
That's great. Look at some hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. No, it's not cold, Nigel. You're
Well, when you saw the weather earlier, I had no idea what to expect.
It's not raining. So we have the crowd may not be as big in the past because it went the threat of rain, but the people who are here, and a lot of people are here, it's a great parade. Not as crowded, so it's good.
The excitement, and the energy. I know you are always excited about this event.
Well, we put a lot into doing things that good old-fashioned Christmas parades ought to be about. We have more floats than ever because we go ahead and ask people, will you do a float? And so we get a lot more quality floats. Music, we got the university to lead off every year and all the high school bands. So all the fundamentals are in place.
Were you a little nervous this morning when you looked out the window and saw what the weather was doing?
Nervous doesn't begin to describe it. We have to go with the flow, whatever's going to happen. But we always were told by Chris Justice if there's going to be a window, he promised a window, and we got a window. There's no rain coming down.
And he was right.
And you have to worry things like this. Sometimes when you have a threat of rain, the bands will cancel on you, for example, or floats will not show up. Well, everybody showed up today. Everyone showed up tonight. All the bands, high school, college, everybody, and all the floats. So it's been wonderful. And the kids are here in large numbers, so it's just what it's all about.
It's amazing to see the energy that comes downtown every single year.
It really is, and the families that I think they come down all during the year in downtown Greenville, so you're coming to a place you're familiar with. It's sort of your happy place for a lot of people, so they know where to go. They hopefully know where to park. They certainly know where to be for this Christmas parade.
One question I had, and you mentioned it when
Jane talked to
you and your wife were in the convertible. The lights make this town always look festive. How did that come about? Were they left up one Christmas and stayed up?
Question. That's exactly what happened. We had Christmas lights put up every year on the trees, and we heard the Public Works Department, they did not look forward to taking them down. And so I'd seen some lights and trees in Chicago year round and brought the idea we just keep them up year round, call them winter lights in the winter or whatever. And we did that. We just keep them up year round. And so we don't have to take them down. Just like you hate taking down the lights on your tree every year. We don't like doing that here either. So, it adds so much. Who would have thought it would have added that much to it downtown? Yeah. Appreciate that question.
I love the idea. It is great. Well, Mayor, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
And thank you to Channel 4 for bringing back a tradition that's been lost for 20, 25 years, and you're back. So thank you so much for that.
I'm excited to be a part of it. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Greenville High School band is behind us right now, all dressed up in their red and black.
Bike Walk Greenville is right now on your screen. The theme is We Ride at Night, highlighting cycling safety and advocacy, collaborating with Momentum Bike Club, Village Wrench, and other cyclists around our area.
And so very important. Greenville has become such a bicycling town, and the idea of safety, having bike lanes, really important to emphasize.
Yeah, definitely. Jane Robelo out along the parade route. Jane.
Nigel and Carol, you are watching the dancing of Nova. She is 5 years old. I have been so captivated by this beautiful little girl on the side of the street dancing, and I just had to know who she is. This is Nova. What a perfect name for this gorgeous child. Hi, Nova. Are you going to talk to me? You want to talk backwards or upside down? Nova is from Piedmont, and are you having the most fun ever?
Yes.
That's a yes. She's having the most fun ever. Oh, you know who? That's Snoopy. Come tell me really quickly about, is this your first Greenville Christmas parade, your first Poinsettia parade? And what's been the best part so far?
The parade.
The parade. Okay, so Nova is prepared to dance for us, right? You're going to dance for us? Okay, so you saw her a little bit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from Piedmont, South Carolina, Nova. It doesn't get any better. We are having the most fun. By the way, these are her parents and her grandmom, and they're just kind of taking a back seat. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Nova in the parade next year, not just on TV. Carol and Nigel, a star is born.
How that excitement, the excitement on children,
yes,
especially this time of year,
yep,
is magical.
Just dance on the sidewalk if you're not in the parade. It's that time of year.
Yeah. You know, as these bands go by, I find myself dancing here on Main Street as well.
Absolutely. We have a lull in the parade right now. We are actually right next to the judges' table. The entries are being judged, so they do stop to perform for the judges.
And coming up next is Dance Without Limits. We were just talking about dancing. The performance team, Twinkle Toes Preschool Dance, Upper School All Dance, and they're dancing to Sleigh Ride.
A lot of dance teams in the parade this year.
I used to be able to dance. Now.
What happened?
Age.
Oh, I thought this was another joke.
Oh, no. I was the truth. I used to be able to move, but yeah,
Oh, no.
not like I used to. Up next, Prisma Health Children's Hospital float. The theme is the gift of health.
Decorated with big Christmas presents and decor. Dr. Buddy the Bear mascot. So Buddy the Bear became a doctor.
Yeah.
Honorary title, perhaps?
Yes.
He will also be on the float.
Well, Buddy the Bear does bring so many smiles to kids' faces as they're going through tough times. But we thank Prisma Health Children's Hospital and the staff and the families for everything they do. Great to see them here in the parade.
You know, you can see the excitement on the faces of the people who are actually in the parade. And when we walked last year, for example, I was flabbergasted at the number of people lining the sidewalks. And even with the weather being the way it was today, these sidewalks are still, 5, 6, 7 people deep?
Yeah.
Kids on Dad's shoulders watching the parade. It's really an amazing sight as a parade walker to see the number of people that turn out.
100%. There's Buddy the Bear right now as he passes
Gift of health
behind us.
Up next is the Greer High School car and the student body president, Diana Cruz, is on the back of the convertible.
Carol, how did Mary and Joseph know Jesus' weight when he was born?
I feel like I should know this.
They had a way in the manger. A way in the manger. Get it? Way.
Can I ask where you got these jokes from?
The interwebs.
Oh, boy. He's got a million of them,
Yes.
and I can tell because I see the list.
Up next, Cleveland Park Animal Hospital. We've been talking about families here and enjoying downtown. Well, so many pets are become part of a family, and it's great to see Cleveland Park Animal Hospital here. Christmas Animal Wonderland is their theme, and they're joined by the Greenville and Simpsonville Hospital to walk as a group.
Up next is the Greenville Fire Department Fire and Life Safety House. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday from Greenville Fire. This really does a lot of good. I went through this house once. They mimic the conditions of a fire. You have a simulated smoke, and they give you instructions on how to deal with that. You get close to the floor, you avoid the smoke, which tends to rise. It really does a lot of good in giving you a run through in case of a disaster.
Yeah, and it's a good reminder with so many homes having Christmas lights and families cooking and so many things going on. Sometimes things can happen, and it's good to be ready and prepared. And we want to thank the Greenville Fire Department.
It's
and
nice to see it all
Fire and Life
decorated with
Safety
lights,
House.
too.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Ruby's Hot Dogs and Tropical Ice. Hey, how are you? The Gingerbread Express train, giant gumdrops, frosting, peppermint, and gingerbread. Family all dressed as gingerbread men and women.
Carolina High School up next. You could hear the band as they make their way up Main Street.
The young lady in the car is student body president Shania Kuntz. Carolina High School and Academy Marching Band, the Mighty Trojan Marching Band. They have the junior ROTC and the cheer team as well. And they had to carry those big gift boxes up the hill.
Yeah. But look at how great they're wrapped, Carol. Did you do those wrappings?
No, a professional did those. They have a big junior ROTC unit at Carolina High School and Academy.
Up next behind them, Tiny Orange Stage. Coming up Main Street right now.
And apparently this float has my Christmas tree on it, Charlie Brown's sad little Christmas tree.
Yeah, look at that float. Pays homage to the Christmas classic with a live piano player.
I don't see the tree, though. Well, it's little. We understand Jane is with a float we know very well.
A float we do know very
the
well.
WYFF float, Jane.
Yeah, Jane.
Carol and Nigel with the WYFF float, which is spectacular, and some very familiar faces. Chris Justice, who's that in your arms?
This is Miss Olivia. You want to say Merry Christmas to everybody?
You say Merry Christmas.
I bet Parker will right here. Hey, Parker, you'll tell me Merry
Parker.
Christmas.
Tell everybody Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to y'all. And here's my partner in crime.
Yay, Merry Christmas.
Monday through Friday.
Hi, everyone.
Gabrielle Komorowski. Is this so much fun?
Oh, you know, we are so happy that we are actually here walking in the parade. It is a wonderful annual tradition in the city of Greenville, 75 years. And thank goodness it is only spitting a little, right?
Just a little spit.
It's
exactly.
perfect.
Gabby, as a mom, isn't this such a sweet memory for you to create with your beautiful daughters?
My girls are right over there. They agreed to wear bows for this occasion, only if I wore one too.
Oh yeah, matching bows. I'll be ready.
And they were singing Jingle Bells in the car on the way here. They were so excited.
I love
it's
it.
really special to be able to bring them. And my husband here as well. And
Merry
Andy.
Christmas.
Yes.
Ray Urena, come here. I got to pick on you too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ray Urena, this is the furthest north you have ever lived.
Yes, that is
right?
true, yes.
From Miami,
Yes,
and then you
indeed.
came to us from Charleston.
Yes, I
This
did.
is your first Greenville Christmas parade.
Yes, I
Give us
did.
everything. What are your thoughts about
Well,
all
I
this?
just love how everybody's up here on the roof and looking up and waving at us. There's a lot of Christmas cheer going on, Jane. There's a lot of people just walking around having a good time. I mean, we're having a couple drops of rain, but we can't really ask for anything better than this, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, welcome, Ray.
Thank
Welcome
you
to
so
your
much,
first
Jane.
Christmas here. So we've got veterans, we've got Ray, we've got the whole WYFF4 family. Sky 4 had to stay in her hangar because we don't want to get her out when the rain cloud is, upon us. But we've got all the family here. We've got a terrific float, and it's just such an honor and a privilege to be a part of the parade, not just bringing it to you live on Very Local, but Nigel and Carol will be up the street soon, and we'll be catching up to you guys.
Looking forward to seeing you, Jane, very, very soon.
And with Gabby's daughters,
Yeah.
we talked about it earlier. This is such an event for kids. These
Yeah.
are memories that they'll always have of being out at night,
Oh, yeah.
under the lights.
Yeah, it is magical. Up next, Woodmont High School's Band of Pride. 100 members of the band here to bring the sounds of Woodmont.
I love that they light up all the instruments.
Yeah.
Although I don't understand how they're able to play the trombone with all those strings of lights on it.
But they do it.
Yeah.
And all of them in their sweaters. So great to see.
100 members strong, the Woodmont High School Band of Pride.
And it is beginning to rain a little bit.
It is.
Yes, but it is not going to rain on our parade.
Nope, because we have an umbrella.
Because we do. We do. Very
Hopefully
true.
it'll hold off.
Yes.
Until we can get through.
Up next is the Rotary Club of the Reedy River, Greenville. And they have their float, Have Your Elf a Ducky Little Christmas.
Signature 10-foot-tall mascot Quacky, surrounded by poinsettias in honor of the 20th year of the Reedy River Duck Derby. It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
They are slowing down because, of course, the judges' table is right next to us. And they want the judges to get a good look at all the creativity they put into their float.
Up next is the Children's Museum of the Upstate. The holiday fun at the Children's Museum is the theme. And my years of being an official kid have been long gone, but I do have to tell you.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. There are times I wonder. But when I go to the Children's Museum, it is amazing to see what is there.
Yeah.
And not just the kids, but the adults sharing those magical times with their children when they see science and stuff play out and they get it. You know?
It's amazing to see that children can learn lessons while having fun at the same time.
Right. It truly is very amazing to see.
Greenville
Children's
County
Museum of the
Emergency
Upstate.
Medical Services, they're up next.
Joy of Christmas is the theme. And they have bikes decorated and an ambulance and an ATV, as well as the honor guard leading the ambulance. Merry Christmas to you as well. Oh.
Jane is with the big guy, we are told.
Jane, how did you get Santa?
It's a scoop, Jane.
Yeah. Okay, here's the guy. Here's the guy we've all been waiting for, and Mrs. Claus is with him. Mr. and Mrs. Claus, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Rain can't stop our parade, can it, Mr. and Mrs. Claus?
We love y'all. Merry Christmas, Greenville!
Oh, does it get better than that? We've all been so excited to see Santa Claus. The streets have been lined since 4 o'clock this afternoon, and there they are. They're coming your way, Carol and Nigel. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That is quite the scoop, Jane.
It is, and I've got my Christmas list right here, ready to hand to Santa. As Greer Roofing goes by,
Rockin'
amazing.
Christmas sleigh.
Big sleigh.
Followed by Alpha Dance and Company, Alpha's Holiday Bash. Younger dancers are riding on the trailer, while older dancers are performing a routine to Jingle Bell Rock along the parade route. That is one well-decorated truck.
Yes.
Oh, there are some young dancers on the truck.
Whoa!
Whoa! You know, Nigel, I had knee replacement surgery this year. And I think of that every time I see people dancing like this.
The skill to be able to feel the beat and just move and dance, it's great. But, you know, honestly, dancing's for every age.
Yeah.
All you got to do is feel the beat.
Yep.
And move your feet.
Greenville Griffins Rugby Club is next. Ruggers for Santa is their theme.
Oh, wow!
Woo!
Merry Christmas! Impressive!
Well, you know who's next?
Yes. You know, up next,
WYFF4.
it's my favorite TV station.
Mine too.
Yes.
And the weather did change things a little bit for us. Sky 4 was unable to fly today,
Yes.
so we couldn't have Sky 4 in the parade.
But we were able to be prepared because Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice told us there would be a lull, and the lull has arrived. And right there, WYFF4
Hey!
with our
And-
float and our live truck.
And on the float, you can actually, there is a camera that takes a picture of the crowd. We're waving at ourselves right now on this screen. And there's our WYFF4 family as well. Hey. You did good. You did good on that break in the weather, Chris.
Hello. How are you? So great seeing our coworkers and their kids and all those smiles.
It's a shame we couldn't see Sky 4, but
Next year.
Next year. Riverside High School Pride of Riverside Marching Band is next. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Well played.
Yes.
Well played by Riverside High School's Pride of Riverside Marching Band. And it's a big band.
Yes, it is. Sounds great. Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. And
Santa.
here is the big guy.
Yes, Santa
Santa
is
and the
up
missus.
next.
I wish we had a close-up on some of the faces lining the sidewalks. The kids are all agog. This is what they've been waiting for, and here he finally is, Mr. S. Claus and his wife.
Yes, the City of Greenville Santa float decked out with lights and green, red, white ribbon and decorations. And Santa and Mrs. Claus right there. Hello, Santa! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you, too. A wonderful float. Followed by the Greenville City Police Department. Happy holidays from Greenville Police.
You know, it's such an amazing thing to see the city. People of all ages, people from all walks of life come together to, see Santa, but also just be together and celebrate the joy of the season, celebrate the time that we're living in right now, and just have a good time.
It was rain before. We're promised rain later tonight. But for this brief moment, we were able to actually see and enjoy the Greenville Christmas Parade and bring it to you as well.
And be the wonderful community that we are.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a very Merry Christmas and the best in the new year.
I have a feeling we'll see you right back here next year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.